Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. Been very busy at work, but I'm back again for you guys with another pick-a-card, and today is a pick-a-card on finding your passions, parentheses, in life. So today we have 4 groups. You can choose group 1, the rose quartz heart, group 2, the aura crystal, group 3, the smoky quartz sphere, or group 4, gold pyrite. Look at how shiny it is. Okay, so if you need to pause the video, you can do that now. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. So welcome back, group 1. So let's see. I'm going to first lay down your cards, and then I've also got some oracle cards, as usual. So we have, this card represents your passions, and you got the 7 of bats. This is my adorable Halloween tarot deck. I know it's not Halloween, but why not? So, 7 of bats. I feel like you like to take on many different things. You're sort of trying your hand at a bunch of things. Like, I think you're already starting to work on finding your passions. And you might even be like overwhelming yourself a little bit because you're doing all these things and you found things that you like, but just not something that's like, that's it, that's what I want to do. You're still sort of like, well, I kind of like this and I like that, but I don't know if I really want to pursue it. So your passions are kind of like in a grab bag sort of way. You're sort of like picking stuff out, like, oh, I'll try this, oh, I'll try this, but you haven't quite found it yet, and which is why you're probably watching this. And so this card represents what's holding you back, and you got the 4 of pumpkins. So again, this goes along with the 7 of bats, and what I was saying, I think what's holding you back is maybe you're just spreading yourself a little bit too thin and putting your seeds here and there and like sprinkling them all over, but you're not really concentrated on one true passion. And I think that's sort of what's holding you back. You're just like not really putting yourself all into anything. You're sort of just testing the waters. And then we've got how to overcome your blocks, 8 of pumpkins. So I think to overcome your blocks, you're just really going to have to find something and then really work at that and put like almost all of your concentration and energies towards that passion. Because when we find something that we're passionate about, we're kind of like almost become addicted to it, and you put like all this energy and time into it because you really enjoy doing whatever it is. And I think once you find that, you're just gonna, what's gonna help you overcome is to really just go for it and go in and stop sort of being like unsure. When you find something that you really love, you'll know. And you may have already found it, but you might be second guessing yourselves. So let's try not to do that. and just go for it. So what can you do to pursue your passions? We have the 10 of Pumpkins. I think, yeah, you're just gonna have to go for it. Like, look at this little kid right here. He's blindfolded, but he's just going for it. And he doesn't care about this little puppet master over here pulling the strings. He's making his own way in his own reality, and he doesn't care, and he's going after what he wants. And I think that's what you have to do. Advice from your higher self about finding your passions. We've got the 6 of Pumpkins. A lot of pumpkins for you. So I think your higher self really just wants you to give to yourself. Really give yourself time and patience to find your passions. Don't rush it, because everything happens in divine timing, and you're at where you are right now because you're meant to be. You're learning certain lessons about yourself, and maybe right now is the time where you're learning about what you don't particularly like, so you know to steer a different direction, and then that will help you find your passions. So I think your higher self wants you to keep searching for that passion, keep paying attention to your wants and desires, because that's what's going to lead you to your passions. And so I did pull a few cards from my Life's Purpose deck to sort of help. And these are the cards that popped out. You received body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. And it could also be, I see there's like a tattoo on this and body work. You could be interested in being a tattoo artist of some sort, or any type of body work. This may not pertain to all of you, but for some of you watching, this might be a confirmation on, yes, you are feeling correctly, you are being drawn to these particular things for a reason, because they are part of your passions and life path. And we also got leadership. Take charge of this situation. So really grab the reins of your life and take them where you want to take them, because it's only up to you of what you want to pursue, how you want to pursue it, when you want to pursue it, or if you don't, because we have free will. So use those leadership skills. Maybe your passions involve you being a leader. Maybe you become the business owner, or like a CEO, or a speaker to others. Maybe this is part of your path. And you got heart's desires. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So know that when you find your passions, you are supported, because they come from your heart, and that's all we gotta do is follow our heart. And I also have a goddess guidance, and this, I also asked this to be from your higher self on finding your passions. And you received Maeve, cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. And I also did a crystal for each of you, and you received, oh, I'm gonna butcher this, rhodochrosite. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's a pink little guy. Looks pretty cute. This is how it is spelled. and I'll read this for you. What is it? Rosy red to chilled rosé pink. Rhodochrosite is the go-to stone for the bent and broken-hearted. Who needs it? Anyone grieving or really needing to grieve a major loss, a relationship expired, or an outdated idea of self. Where to put it? Against your chest while you breathe through your heart, or slide a favorite piece into your bra. You know if you're wearing one. Sorry, I read that really weird. When to use it. When your heart hurts, you can feel all the feels, even the most painful, and still be gentle with yourself. Let rhodochrosite remind you that this too shall pass, and you, especially you, absolutely will heal and love again when you're ready. And so the overall message of this is soften your heart. So this message and this stone is for you. Perhaps you need this in your life right now, or just the message. Maybe that's part of why you're starting to find out what your passions are, or what's sort of holding you back is a loss of some sort. So I hope that reading resonated with you, group number 1. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can go to ambersaura.com. I will place the link in the below. And I thank you for all of those who have already purchased a reading. You are amazing. And thank you for tuning in, and much love to you. So now we're moving on to group number 2 on finding your passions. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to go card by card. So this card will represent your passions, and we've got the 5 of Cups. So I think right now you're kind of at a bit of a loss. Maybe your world has sort of been tossed upside down. You're not feeling too well, you're not feeling too passionate about anything. You might be feeling lonely, and you really don't know where to start. So this is the energy you're sort of giving off to my cards anyway. I think you're just in a state of where you might need that little extra push, that little extra nudge of love and kindness, and knowing that everything's going to be okay, and it's okay to feel this way right now. We all feel this way at various points in our life, and it's okay. It's meant for us to learn and heal and grow and expand as a human being. So know that this time will pass, and you will feel passionate and happy again. And so we have, this card represents what is holding you back from your passions, and we received the 3 of Cups. And I think again this goes along with this card. I think you're feeling alone, and like you have nobody, no friends or family around you that you can sort of lean on in this time. And I think that sort of loneliness is kind of overcoming you and not allowing you to think about your passions right now, which is fine. It's great to take time for ourselves, mentally, physically, emotionally, in order to heal. So we have how to overcome these blocks. You received the Moon. So I think you're really going to have to work with yourself during this time and work through all of these things or emotions or people or situations that sort of have you down and in a different headspace and not quite thinking about your passions. You're just going to have to do, I think, a lot of reflecting. What is it that's making you feel this way? Why does it make you feel this way? Sort of really go into it, and how is this reflecting itself into your life? Where would you like to be in your life? How can you get there? What are the little steps that you can do, no matter how small, to get yourself out of this headspace? Maybe it's reading like a few happy quotes in the morning when you wake up, or writing a gratitude list when you wake up and go to bed, or journaling it out to find out. So I think this can help you overcome your blocks and really help you during this time. What can you do to pursue your passions? You got the Four of Cups. So I think you really just have to open yourself up to the idea that you deserve to be happy and you deserve to follow your passions. And nobody deserves to be sad or lonely. And although that may be part of your journey right now, it's not going to be forever. And I think you just really have to open yourself up to loving yourself and being loved by others and supported by your higher self and your guides and your angels and your family and friends and whoever's around you. I think you really just have to show yourself some love right now. Don't rush anything if you don't feel like it. Just sort of really go inward and reflect, as well as opening yourself up to love. Because remember, what we put out comes back to us, and if we're stuck in these states of I'm not worth this, I'm not worth that, the universe hears that and is like, okay, then you won't get it. So you really have to, in order to manifest, think, act, and say as if you are already there. You already have it. I have this great car. I live where I want. I buy what I want. I drive what I want. You know, that type of stuff. Like, I am the CEO of whatever, McDonald's or something, if that's your dream. So you really just have to act and put it out there what you want. And visualization is really key. So maybe that can help you, is making a mood board of all the things in life that you want. And that can sort of trigger and get you thinking of, oh, I posted a lot of travel pictures. Or, oh, I posted a lot of poems. So maybe you want to travel, or maybe you want to write, type of things. And we read, this is the last tarot card, advice from your higher self in pursuing your passions or finding. And you received the Chariot. So your higher self really wants you to basically just go for it. Take the reins of your life, take back control, and go for your passions. Don't care what anybody thinks or says, because your life isn't theirs. It's yours, and you alone have the power to make decisions in your life and the power to let or not let people affect your life. So your higher self wants you to take reins of your life, pick yourself up, pursue your passions, because that's what you're here for. And we also have a few, I'm blanking, oracle cards. So these are for my life's purpose deck. And if any of these stick out to you, go ahead and pursue it. We have Builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. So perhaps you make things with your hands. Maybe you make pillows or stuffed animals or buildings or trains, or you like working with your hands, putting together electronics. And we got creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So I think you are a creative person, and I think you have a lot of feelings, and maybe that's why you sort of can get sucked in and bogged down by certain ones and really let them consume you. And perhaps writing, creative writing, or creative expression is a way that you can get them out of you, channel them into something else, but get them flowing and out of you so you can sort of process them from another perspective. And we got writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So again, part of creative expression, maybe you enjoy writing and that's what you can help pursue, or it will help you find your passions. And I got a guidance card for you, and this is advice from your higher self on finding your passions. And you received Ostara, fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. So there you go. Your higher self really wants you to start thinking about these things and take control of your life and pursue your passions. And I also picked out of my crystal deck a crystal that might help you during this time. And you received serpentine or serpentine. That's what it looks like. This is how it's spelled. And it says, what is it? A lime to kale green stone with a reptilian appearance. Serpentine's activating energy is like a deep exfoliation treatment for the spiritual self. Who needs it? Kundalini yogis, anyone in need of a fresh start. Where to put it? During meditation, hold serpentine in each hand and concentrate on circulating energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. When to use it? When it's time to let go of tired beliefs and get stuck energy unstuck. If serpentine arrives in your life, it's an invitation to rip off all proverbial band-aids and regroup. Hit the sauna, sweat it out, and release all the lingering drama. And the bottom line is, awaken your reptilian nature. It's focusing. So, I hope that reading resonated with you, and I wish you much love and light on this journey and getting yourself out and taking back your life. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website at ambersaura.com. The link will be in the description down below. I thank you so much for tuning in, and much love. Alright, and now we're on to group number 3. So let's see here. We're going to go card by card and find out what your passions are in life. So this card represents your passions. You received the Queen of Arrows, Swan. So I think you're sort of a go with the flow type of person, very majestic, secure with yourself. I think you kind of know already what you want to pursue. I think you might even be into like spiritual stuff like tarot. And you really found something in that little community that sparked something inside of you. You got like a psychic energy about you. You have abilities that are shining through that maybe you didn't quite have before, but you're really starting to work on them now. And you're enjoying the process. And so we have this card that represents what is holding you back from your passions. And you receive the Ten of Vessels, happiness. I think I think basically you're afraid. You're afraid of pursuing a passion that is not the norm. That people would be like, what do you do? What are you thinking about doing? And them questioning you is sort of second guessing yourself. And you're afraid that you're not going to be able to provide for yourself or your family. And then it's going to be hard, and you're not going to find that happiness that maybe you could find financially with a regular 9-to-5 job. And so we have this card. It represents how to overcome your blocks. And we got 5 of Bows, empowerment. Oops. So I think you just have to ignore what everybody's telling you, ignore the haters, and if it feels right to you, go for it. And know that you are the only one who can truly affect your life. If people are telling you things like, don't do that, and you second guess yourself, it's because you're giving them the power to second guess yourself and sort of shake you up and not trust yourself. So I think you really have to put faith in yourself. You know you best. Don't listen to other people. You know what makes you happy. You know what gives you that spark and passion in life. And let that very passion empower you, and to say to other people, yeah, okay, that's your opinion, but I really love this and it makes me happy. So I'm going to keep doing it. And so we have, what can you do to pursue your passions? And we've got the Queen of Bows, hair. So I think you really just have to go for it. And again, not care what other people think. Take everything everybody else says with a grain of salt. Say, be kind. Say, okay, that's your opinion. But then just keep on keeping on and carve your own path. Climb that mountain because it will make you happy. And advice from your higher self on pursuing your passions or finding your passions. And we got the Knight of Vessels, eel. So I think your higher self just wants you to continue flowing through your path because you're hitting all the right spots. Like you're pursuing things that are aligning with your higher self, and that's what passion is. It like you're like, oh, I really like this, and then you're like thinking about other things that it's sort of like pushing you along down this river to your ultimate path and in life. And so we've got a few oracle cards from my Life's Purpose deck, and you received infinite abundance. You are fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So you don't have to worry about being happy and fully supported or having an income, because if you pursue something that you're truly passionate about, you will have infinite abundance and you don't have to worry about it. You will be fulfilled inside and outside. And you also received yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercise. So perhaps this is part of your passions and life path, or perhaps this is helping you to find your passions. Because exercise it really raises your endorphins and clears your mind and raises your mood, and that can really motivate you to pursue doing things that you maybe didn't one time, because you have that extra push and confidence from your exercising. And receive teaching. You inspire young people to learn. So perhaps teaching is for some of you, and that maybe that is your passion. And so we have a goddess guidance card, and this is advice from your higher self or finding your passions. You received Sedna, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Again, your higher self really wants to reassure you that you will be provided for while pursuing your passions. And I also got a crystal for you for this time, and you received opal. I'm going to go ahead and read this. What is it? Opals are well hydrated, amorphous mineraloids. Precious opals are lusted after for their rainbow sparkle, aka diffraction. Common opals form in a range of colors and can deliver sensations that are anything but common. Who needs it? The all-black wardrobe set can benefit from black precious opals' bold pop of color and spiritual protection. Not so prolific artists can ride fire, opals burn. Where to put it? General rule. White and blue vibe with the head, pink vibes with the heart, and black vibes with the lower abdomen. When to use it? When you have something that needs to get moving, a project, a relationship, an energetic block. Feel all your feels. So stop blocking yourself because you think it's not gonna work out. If you feel that passion and that spark, go for it. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so on my website, ambersaura.com. The link will be in the description down below. I thank you so much for tuning in, and much love. And we've made it to group 4. Hello, group 4. So now we're going to find out what your passions are. So this card represents your passions, and you received the star. So I think you're really considering this right now, and you're sort of going over all your options, and you're reflecting inwards and trying to see, like, what exactly is it that you are passionate about in life. Because I know I talk about that a lot on this channel, because it is important and it is part of our life path and purpose. And you know that because we have our emotions that tell us when you're doing something you don't like. You know it. When you doing something you really enjoy, you know that as well. And it sort of like sparks something inside of you, and that's passion. And so I think you're really like going inwards, and maybe it is quite literal as maybe you're into astrology or astronomy, and that really sparks your interest. And so we've got, this card represents what's holding you back from your passions, and we got the 6 of Pentacles. So perhaps you have a family or children or somebody that you need to support, and you're sort of afraid to pursue these passions because you think you won't be able to support them, or you don't have enough time to do it all. You've got these responsibilities and you're just kind of like afraid. When I was shuffling, I heard making excuses, So perhaps some of you are just making excuses for yourself. Like, yeah, I really like that, but it's not going to make me any money. Or, yeah, I really like that, but everyone thinks it's going to think it's weird. So you're just sort of making these excuses instead of going and trying it out and pursuing your passion. And so we've got how to overcome these blocks, and you got the 10 of Cups. Know that you will be provided for during discovering and pursuing your passions. You don't have to quit everything you're doing now. You don't have to quit your day job, and you don't have to quit taking care of your family. Just find and carve out those times. Really dedicate yourself to finding and pursuing your passions. And what you can do is wake up earlier before you go to bed, or all the kids wake up, and take like a few minutes out of your day to start doing this passion, whatever it is that you want. If you like astrology, take that time, extra time in the morning to like read up on it and study and practice. Or at night before bed, or when everyone's asleep, or instead of watching Netflix, turn it off and use that time to pursuing those passions. Because you can have it all, no matter what other people say. So what can you do to pursue your passions? You receive Temperance. You really gotta find that balance. Like I was saying, carve out the time and make sure you have enough time for yourself and to pursue yourself and to find your passions, and to also carve time for family and loved ones and friends. So you really have to find that balance that's right just for you, because it is there and you can find it. You just have to sort of rearrange your schedule and really dedicate yourself. And yeah, those times that maybe you would just want to sit down and watch a movie, instead pursue your passion, even for 5 to 10 minutes. And so, advice from your higher self on finding your passions. You got the 7 of Pentacles. So I think your higher self really wants you to start thinking about this, start planning how you can pursue your passions, because you can do it. Like, you have all of these ideas here, and you're just sort of staring at them, waiting, like, I don't have time for you yet, I don't have time for you yet. And your higher self wants you to make time and stop staring and thinking about them and start pursuing. And if you don't know 100% yet what your passions are, use this time to find out and try different things. Read different books, or try different craft activities, or pick up an instrument, something you've always wanted to try. And so we have a few oracle cards, and these are from my Life's Purpose deck. We received Animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as the animals are part of your life's work. So for some of you, animals play a big part. Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life's purpose. This is for other of you. Maybe flowers are your passion. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So whatever you've found lately that sort of sparked that, follow that feeling, because that's what you're supposed to be doing. And we've got a Goddess Guidance card, and this is extra advice from your higher self on finding your passions. White Tarot, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. So I think your higher self wants you to know to really sort of clean up your act, because you are a sensitive soul and some things are sort of bogging you down. Maybe you're eating like too much bread and that's what's sort of making you a little bit tired and you just want to watch Netflix instead of getting up and doing something else. So perhaps changing your diet a little bit will give you that extra energy to help you replan and reformulate your day. And then that will really help you in finding and pursuing your passions. And so we also got a stone of the day. Oh, I'm sorry, not stone of the day. A stone for you during this situation that will help you. And you received pyrite. And I'll read this for you. What is it? Pyrite, aka Fool's Gold, which is this one, is a metallic sulfide mineral. Its blingy, confident vibes and often perfect cubic structure align us with nature's power to give energy to amazing, beautiful things. Like you, baby. Who needs it? The chronically lethargic, which goes along with this. Anybody sleeping on their potential. This goes so well. Where to put it? Pyrite is often used near the solar plexus or will center, and that's a chakra. But it works wonders anywhere you need a little boost of masculine energy. For example, on the fellas, the low abdomen, just saying. When to use it? On that romantic weekend away from the kids, and whenever the energy to power through feels shrouded in dark matter. Call on your core power. That seems pretty fitting to me, so maybe you can go ahead and get yourself some pyrite to help you during this time. I hope that reading resonated with you, and if you would like to book a personal reading, you can do so on my website, ambersaura.com. I thank you all for tuning in and for supporting me and my channel, and for those of you who purchased personal readings, you are the bee's knees. So thank you everyone, and much love to you all, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.